How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem, and welcome back. This is part 11 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight. Look, guys, there's no easy way of saying this, but from this point forward in the walkthrough, things are going to get a lot more difficult. We're having more difficult bosses, more difficult areas. Things are just more difficult. So welcome to what made Hollow Knight famous, the real game. Welcome to the game. The game starts here, okay? So today's chapter is going to be difficult, but that's okay because you've got me, I've got you. We're doing this together. So hope you guys are ready for another fun chapter. But first, of course, it's time for our foreshadowing quote, which is chase your dreams, but always know that the road will always lead you home again. And if that's not true, then I don't know what is. So let's load up our save file and I'll see you guys in game. All right, everybody, we left off here at the bench in Queen's Garden right after meeting Cornifer to the right there. So now we're gonna drop down to the left, or to the right, excuse me, and then we're gonna head back the way we came, except this time we're gonna go down. So we went up to the bench. This time we're gonna go down this way. Now, ignore that direction just for now. We're gonna... Actually, I'm sorry. We do have to go that way. If you haven't gotten your plants, you should be pretty close at this point, so you can just keep killing the little plants there. I was hoping that'd be... I don't know, actually know if I've got the journal entry. Alright, now these guys are two hits, but they also throw the saw blades, or I guess... Actually, I think it's their arm. I think they throw, like, a claw and whip it at you. I don't know. Maybe they have regenerative powers? I actually don't know. I never questioned what they threw at me. I just know that I had to move. Did I always went around? I could have just dropped down. Let's go. I'm just clearing out the enemies here. Now, left is the way we're going to leave out of here. But for now, I just want to clear out the enemies. And then we're going to go trigger a, what do you call it, whispering root. Oh, I thought I could just... Alright, now this one's a short one. And then we need to go to the right there as well. Oh, shoot. Well, alright. Let's just spawn into blades. Let's try that again. Hold on. I'm recording this as soon as I woke up, so this is a new experiment for me. I'm trying. Trying to do it, you know, at a reasonable hour. I think I tend to be better when it's, you know, the wee hours of the night. But hey, gotta experiment here. Alright, now that's all the things. Now just drop all the way down to the right. And this is going to open up a shortcut back to an area that we've already been. Oh, nice. Got some good old geos right there. And then from here you can jump up and over, and this is going to give you a nice item. Oh, okay. This is going to give you the love key, which is definitely very important. They just never learn, do they? I'm always going to be stronger than you, mantises. I conquered their eastern village, and they probably, the word hasn't reached them yet, I'm guessing. Alright, got some more geos here. And then we can kill these guys if you haven't done so already. But knock open this, and then you might remember this guy. This is the Prophet, and we killed his 3 companions. But now we can interact with him to get the journal. And that'll complete his journal. That is a corpse of a mossy vagabond, if I've ever seen one. Oh, with infection, of course. But if you remember right, this goes to the Deepnest area. Down, we already did all that. So, I wanted to get you to speak to the prophet before we actually, kill her. A lot of people just never ever get to interact with the prophet because they don't go that way. Because that's the unconventional deep nest method. So, it's probably a good thing that you get to experience that. Alright, so now we're just heading up and over to the left. No. I hit the dash instead of the jump. Alright, you know what? I don't like that I haven't been able to hit you. There we go. Now we are working our way back to a bench. Alright, so we're going to pay $150 for this nice bench here. It's nice of us to have a bench. And it comes with a speaker. So just pop a squat and listen to the music and enjoy the dragonflies outside who are definitely not trying to kill us. And just, have a nice peaceful sit. And while we're doing that, we can go ahead and throw on a boss loadout. So, let me think. We definitely want Thorns of Agony. The rest of it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I really just want Thorns of Agony. So, once you're ready with your sit, we can go down actually first. Oh yeah, I don't have the charm to give you. I'm like, come on, Geo. Now this boss coming up, it's a little bit annoying. Now this is going to unlock another shortcut as well. Oh God, just jump. Probably shouldn't worry about the geos as much. I forgot what it's like to be a peasant without the automatic geo collector. Alright, now, if you remember this was above Deepnest with the mask maker. So yes, we are back in this hellhole. How's our buddy doing, actually? Let's go check on him. You still making mask, buddy? Okay. Okay. I'll leave him be for now. He didn't see what happened to the last mask maker in Silk Song. It's a damn shame I beat him senseless. Alright, I'm going to quickly rest the bench here, and then we can head over to the boss. So, now our map should look like this. We have everything unlocked except for that upward path now. So that's where we're going to head this time. All right. Got caught up in my notes here. So go up. We're going to experience a bit of a lockdown here. Hang on. Let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, okay. It's after this. This is not a tough lockdown or anything like that. Especially with the Thorns of Agony on. Even if you mess up, you probably will get a hit on somebody. Oh, thought that was it. See what I mean? Like, even when I mess up entirely like that, it still kills everybody. That's what I love about the Thorns of Agony in this area. So they're all like close range enemies. Except for those pesky mantises. Yeah, this entire chapter is going to be tough for you guys. I'm sorry. I tried to make it different, but it's just not going to be. After we get what we're doing now done, it's just going to keep getting worse. But from these geos right here, go to the left for a hidden grub. Hello, mister. We're almost done with the grubs. Now we're heading up, and then to the left here is going to be our final stag station, but we have to do this huge loop around. And that'll be kind of how we end the chapter. Or not the chapter, but this area. Now, I want to point this out. This is something we don't need to do just yet. We will do it probably. I assume next chapter is when I'll probably decide to do it. But this goes to a path to the left. And I'll quickly show just a little bit of it. This goes down a path, and then it's going to end up in a grave. And that's where we have to take our flower, the delicate flower that we have. This thing, where is it? Oh, I guess it's been pushed out of our inventory. We used to have the wilted flower in our thing, but if you remember the enemy in resting grounds that I said don't talk to or don't do anything with the flower. Actually, I'm sorry, it's in my practice run that I have the flower unlocked. Sorry, anyways, the point is there's an NPC that we haven't interacted with, and he has a flower. We have to deliver it, and it goes all the way across the map and everything. Like, we have to go from resting grounds all the way down through the map and end up in Queen's Garden in that room I just showed you without getting hit. It's the delivery of this game. If you remember the courier's delivery and all that, this is that. And if the flower gets hit, it's over. So that's what we have to do. We'll probably do it next chapter, like I said, but that's that room. So don't worry about that room. For now, we're just going to go up. This is going to take us to a grub and a bit of a challenge. It's not so bad once you know how to do it, but it definitely can be a challenge. So get the soul totem. I advise just following the things. And whenever you get to the bottom ones, it's just a dash. It's not jumping. Like that, just a dash. But following the platforms will be a lot easier for people. To the left here is a soul gate that we can't get past. Uh-oh. Gimme, gimme, gimme all the geos. Well, that's not nice to sit there right at the edge. You know better than that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can go right first before we have to do the hard part. You probably recognize this area. This was Chapter 2. This is Chapter 2 areas here. Now, you might remember this. We finally unlocked this path, as well as the lore. Through our... once our land... Okay, you know what? I just woke up. We're not doing that. That was rough. We're not all readers today, apparently. All right, so come get that. And then we can do the whole area. Oh, I was looking at my phone. Damn it. Damn it. Somebody texted me and I looked over. I didn't expect to hit thorns. Who is it? Who do I have to bitch at today? You got me killed in Hollow Knight. They're like, what? So I'm just doing some light farming here. And we did get all those. Okay. Ugh. I have to go up and over the stairs. Gross. All right, we've returned it to normal, everybody. Congrats. We let the roots whisper to us. That was my nickname in high school, the old root whisperer. That makes me sound like I'm... Never mind. You know what? Pause. Let's go find us... God damn it, even that's even worse. Let's go find us a grub, everybody. Alright, from here, break the window. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's not nearly as bad as what's coming later in this game, but it's something. So hit that guy somehow. This is the easy one. You want to get right to the top without hitting the thorns, but not so high that you hit the left side of that thorn. You see it kind of bulges out at the end there? Like right about there. And then you have to rapid jump as soon as you land. Like, I'm talking spam it. Same kind of thing here, just below that lip. And then spam jump. And then kill those fools. Now this one, you have to time it. Like right about now, you pause. No, no! And then we go all the way back. You understand? You understand the consequences? This isn't a game. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna... Oh, I got it. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, buddy? How'd you get put up here, huh? It was the collector. All right, I'll go kill him later. I'll go kill the collector later. Nobody does this to you. All right, now you just work your way back. Or feel free to, like, I guess, die. I think it would actually put you at the top. Once you've made it to the top. Alright, so that's the grub. That is the top area. Now we're going to backtrack a little bit to where we went up instead of left. I have good news and bad news. So that area is done, except it's not done. So we are going to have to do this again. But it's just this part. It's where that shade gate is. We will have to come back and do that for the boss of this area. Oh, I forgot. This area, you want to land on the platforms like exactly the way they give it to you. It makes it a lot easier. All right, so now we're heading to the left here instead of going... Or I'm sorry, whoops, hold up. Hold on. Everybody just shh. Yeah, all right. I'm not crazy. Yeah, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. So it's this way. So just to be clear, we came up right here and then went to the right to do that upward path. So going down goes back to the bench that we rested at and all that. So when you're ready, come over this way now. This will be our main area for this chapter. Now these are some new enemies. All right, everybody, sorry about that. I had a weird glitch in my recording. But yeah, this is an area that you're going to get used to. Or these are the enemies you're going to get used to with no... I don't want to spoil anything, but they're definitely going to be a prominent enemy later in the chapter. So get used to them now. They're very easy to kill. They're just kind of... I don't know, they're just kind of weird creatures. Some like Dr. Seuss type shit. They leap around. They're not spiders, but they're not bugs. I don't know what they are. They're just leaping bushes to me with lots of eyes. All right. The leaping bush eye monsters. Oh, there we go. I knew I was close on those. I'm gonna kill you just for the fun of it. Alright, now we're heading up. Into another grub. And then this is a little bit of a peeksies. A little peeky at the end of the next area. What's behind that shade gate? We get a little bit of a sneak peek. So just, you know, hold on to your seats. We will be there eventually. But we're not ready yet. We haven't done the path. We haven't seen the monsters in the deep. Plant. Are you kidding me? All right, this is going to lead us to a hollow nest seal. Perfect timing on that plant, if I do say so myself. Perfect timing. All right, so from there, head to the right. We're going to be placing a dream gate, if you remember how to do that, in just a moment. Just like that, we got the journal entries done. We will be needing lots of the geos. All right, so go ahead and kill these enemies. Now there is a soul totem right over here. Right here. So you know what to do. And then I'm going to place a dream gate right here. So again, it's down and triangle that you hold. Like the dream nail button, this button, you hold down while you're holding that. And you should be able to place a dream gate. And you'll know you've done it correctly when you'll see the dream gate icon on the map. So we want to do that because this boss is kind of annoying. And trust me, you do not want to have to do the run back from the bench all the way back to here. Yeah, okay. So place that dream gate. And now the boss that we actually put on the Thorns of Agony for, we want to listen to him first. Blah, blah, blah. Kill me, I think is what he said. I think he said kill me. So this guy, it's like a volleyball. Just stand still and volley him. Don't forget about our upward attack either. I'm not going to lie, this boss takes a lot of practice to get good at. The timing is really weird. You're going to see this and be like, that's not too bad. And maybe it's not for you. Maybe it won't be. But for me, this was a significant challenge in terms of timing. So once you get it, you're like, okay, I get it. That's not hard. Not hard at all. But when you're learning, holy fuck is that? I don't know. If you get off at all, it's over. But this man's going to give us lots of essence. And by a lot, I mean like 100. Get out of here, dude. You realize the other guys gave us like 400, 500 sometimes. The fuck's your problem? Alright, well, that's that guy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, something sad. Something terribly, terribly sad. Wait, hold on. I gotta go this way real quick. There. Okay, I knew I heard him. I don't want any witnesses to this sad shit here. Alright, this is leading us back to our first and last stag. It made sense. It's the last, but it's also the first, if you think about it. So, anyways, open the gate there before we take anything. This just goes out to that door, if you remember. Okay. So, I'm gonna rest here. I'm gonna throw on the geo thing again. Gathering Swarm. And then Summon Sadness. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Oh, you remembered your home? Okay, I guess we can go check it out, huh? I'm sure your whole family's there waiting on you. Warm plate of dinner or shit or whatever the hell you eat as a beetle. No, it looks this is your home. Okay. This is lovely. I like the ambiance of dead family members. That's cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our last vessel fragment. Let's go. Of course, that will unlock your trophy for vessel fragments. That is trophy 1 and trophy 2. Sorry, we got 2 trophies right there. The last stag and then the last vessel. So that's 2 trophies back to back. Now let's go figure out how many family members are alive. I'm guessing none of them. Come over here. This is some lore. An empty eggshell. Huh. Huh. An empty eggshell. I wonder whose that eggshell could be. Hey, I just talked to your family, buddy. They're all doing great. They just don't want to see you right now. I know. I love it. It's a great home. Once. Oh, so you know. You brought me here to your dead family's home and knowing that they're all dead? Smell of warmth, a presence perhaps. Yeah, they definitely moved on to a better world. Okay, if that's what you like to call it. Anyways, he's the lone warrior that stayed behind for our sake, so GG's to him. Like he's like, maybe they got out though. It's like, buddy, you see their corpses right there. There is the one egg, but I'm presuming it's his. You know, I mean, like, I'm guessing he was the egg. But if not, then maybe there is hope. Maybe one stag got out. I know when I first played this, I was thinking it was gonna be like in the second game, like in Silksong, I thought we would meet the other stag or whatever. But then we got Ira, so I don't know. So I guess that is his egg. But again, I'm not the lore guy. I don't claim to be the lore guy. So this just goes back to Howling Cliffs, if you remember. This is right below us is where we fought that the boss, the phantom boss or whatever, the ghost boss. So we're heading back now. You can stand on this platform right here and just zip across. Take me back to Dirty Mouth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next hard thing in this chapter, which is definitely going to be a significant leap in difficulty. Don't feel like you have to do this right now, okay? I'm just saying you don't have to do this right now, but you should if you're cool, okay? So, again, you don't have to do this. I will go over at the end of the chapter better ways to do this later if you want to wait so that you can get even more. Like having the ability that we'll get in next chapter where you can zip through the shade gates and it also goes through enemies, gives you a lot of room for error. Like you can anytime you're in trouble, you just dash and then you're invincible. So there are things like that you could wait to do this boss later. So just in case you're like not having it, just wait till later in the game until you get a little bit more set up. But as far as strength, you know, we aren't getting any stronger. We have the upgraded strength, we have the upgraded nail, so it's time for us to do it, you know. But if you need more like immunity, then wait till like the next chapter and then do this. I'll go over it again at the end of the chapter in case you forget. But anyways, what we want is gonna be, gotta think carefully here. Thinking definitely Grub's song. We have to throw on Grimm Child, by the way. So that leaves us with 3. We'll do Soul Catcher. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with Thorns of Agony, I guess. Alright, well, we'll see how that rides. There's a number of ways you could go about this, but that's just what we'll give it a go at. So enter this area. I wish we didn't have to have Grimm Child on. I thought it would be nice if you just could go turn it in. Also, I should point out something. If you want extra dialogue, unequip the Grimm Child thing and then dream nail him. And you'll get some extra dialogue. And it basically tells you that you need the child. I think he says something like, oh, the child, it's ready, or something like that. So if you want that, unequip the charm and then dream nail him. And then you can equip the charm like what we have, and then you'll want to dream nail him. This will take us into a lovely boss fight, aka my wallpaper on my computer. So if this tells you how much I love this boss fight specifically, I like this one much better than the Pantheon version of him. They're both cool, but this one just has like this eerie, like we have to go down this hallway and the heartbeat gets louder. To me, I think it's their best boss fight they did in the whole game. Just the build up and everything. So I'm gonna quickly go over a couple things and then I have to like kind of focus here. But first of all, he does double damage. It's the same move sets as before, except now there's usually a fire trail after him. It's just a matter of getting the couple attacks memorized. So if you remember, he shoots like fire birds at you. Instead of going up and over them or under them, you go in between them now. The dash attack that he does from before, that's the same thing. You just dash away from him and then jump over him. You'll see me do it. The spikes attack that come out of the floor, that's the same thing. That's a good healing window. Other than that, like, he does a thing where he like lunges at you. You want to dash away from him and then try to stand, like, because then these fireballs rain from the ceiling. But the one place that's always safe is wherever his body was once he dashes at you, wherever his body ends up, because he disappears and then the fire falls down. So stand near where his body was and you'll be safe every time. After that, it's just a matter of getting hits in. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna lock in here. Gosh, the music's too good. So that one, you dash away from him, you stand just in front of his body, and you'll always be safe. That one, you go up and over. So again, up and over. That one, stand just in front of where he ended up at, right there, and you'll always be safe. Now this one has 4 pillars, so try to time it to where you're underneath him after the 4th one. That one is just like it was before. Now that, I'm just jumping up and dashing. So again, we stand just in front. So we jump into it and then we dash. That way we go through the middle. So I'm gonna try to time it, and then we can do an abyss shriek if you're lucky or have enough soul. And then last tip before I lock in fully is just to always try to return to the middle. That'll always be a safer place. It's like I'm always kind of returning back to the middle. All right. So I think that's all the attacks. And then between phases is going to be your best time to heal, by the way, like right now. And if you have full health like me, then you can try to get hits on them just to get extra damage. But alright, I'm going to focus here. Yeah, Abyss Shrieks are like right there. If you know that's coming, Abyss Shrieks are the best way to do a lot of damage. That's that upward attack. That one. So good luck. Ah, I couldn't get to him. No, I got hit. No. Damn it, from a vine of all things. That's annoying. You should be close. It's like 3.5 phases usually, depending on how much damage you get in. What was I doing there? I was just dumb. I had nowhere to go. What? Hit him! That's confusing. There we go. A little bit sloppier than I was hoping on that tail end of the fight, but hopefully that guy shows you guys how to fight him. It really is just mastering those like 4 or 5 moves, and then you're good. It just repeats over and over. There's no like difference between phases. So once you get good at like just dodging them, then it's just like, oh, do this, do that. And once you've done it, you've banished the Grimm troop. So now it'll just be this NPC here, and that'll unlock a nice trophy. But also our Grimm charm is fully upgraded. He is now the new Nightmare King. So that's cool. And yeah, you will get... Where is it? Well, I guess that's it. Yeah, you just get the trophy for banishing that. There are 2 versions of that trophy. You can do a couple different ways. In Deepnest, I believe I mentioned that in the distant village, in that bottom cocoon, you could go speak to Brum, the guy with the accordion. And there's like a side quest for him to like kind of do a different version of this. But we went for the main path, like banishing the full troop and everything. His quest is kind of like on your second playthrough. If you wanted, you could do it that way. It's not the best way to do it. It's like kind of the lesser path. It's like the bad ending. So we did the good ending, or whatever you want to call that, the trophy ending. But if you're on Steam, there are 2 trophies, so you'll have to do that version and then do Brum's quest on the second playthrough or whatever. But good thing about this game is that the console has all the normal playthrough trophies, but then Steam has like it requires like 2 or 3 playthroughs. So most people playing this are on console at this point. So the Steam people, it's usually obvious. The other trophies are usually just like do it the other way, or save them or don't save them. You know, it's like things like that. So this walkthrough is just really covering like the normal progression for Platinum versus like the nuances. But I still want to mention them as we get there, just so you know like what they are and when they are. So anyways, that'll unlock our 3rd trophy. So now we need to go to the resting grounds. But first I'm going to take off of our things. And I'm going to throw on, I don't know, I'll just throw on something for now. We'll put that on for now. I'll be updating it in a moment. So this is going to allow us to get some more stuff here. With the nice lady, the Seer. So you should be at 1,500 at least. Oh, if you're this hype over 1,200, wait till I show you. So that arcane egg, that's important for us. Oh, we got 1,500 too. That's right, Seer. Oh, hell yeah. Give me that mask shard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 mask shard away from having all the masks. All right, so now that will be the next milestone is 1,800, which will be tied to a trophy as well as an item. So now, you probably thought we were going back to the Stag Station, you silly gooses. No. No, 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 no. We're going to go far left first and open up the tram. So this will allow us to summon the tram back and forth if needed be. So this just leads straight across to Forgotten Crossroads, kind of near where the boss is. You'll see it right there in the between Resting Grounds and Forgotten Crossroads, because now the infection has made it a little challenging to navigate some of the areas. So that allows us to go from there to there if need be, or more importantly, to get to this side of the map from Crossroads. It's just nice to have every path opened just in case. Wait, what was that again? Hold on. Oh, yeah. I'm going to save him for later. We'll come back. Don't worry about that. For now, we're going to drop down to the blue lake. And my goodness, is it a pretty blue lake. And this just goes to whatchamacallit, this lady. But let's see. I'm going to quickly just grab the rancid egg that's here before we do anything with her. So just fly across. Couple enemies here, nothing crazy. And then we have a rancid egg. Now we will come back here later for a little side quest type thing. All right, so now drop down here. We're going to buy her stuff, if I'm able to. Yes, charm notch, 1400. If you don't have it, you know, maybe go farm around for the stuff. And then this is the next one. This is tied to a trophy. It's once we have all the charms, then we can buy this item and get her blessings. So that's something we will have to return back to do, which we'll do that whenever we come back to Blue Lake later on anyways. So kind of, it's all going to work out, trust me. But yeah, for now, we have one extra charm slot, which is always a welcomed gift. And I did it this way so that we could, that way we could have just one extra thing to help us out for what we're about to do next. Also, we got some new enemies here. We'll be doing all the journal entries that we missed later. You know, towards the end of the walkthrough. That'll be something that we go and farm all the enemies. But so far, nothing's been missable. It might become more difficult to find the enemies, but in terms of like missable enemies, nothing's been missable yet. The area we will go to in the White Palace will have a couple missable things, which I will absolutely be pointing out. It's kind of like in Silksong when we did the red memory, in the way that was... That's just the Grub room. The red memory in the way that it had the one enemy that you had to get, otherwise you missed it. It's kind of a similar concept. Buddy, I don't got time for you guys. They think they're worthy contenders. So just to point out, right here has now been blocked off. This is that path that goes back to where we just were with that NPC. That's why we had to go up and around, because there just wasn't a path. So, unfortunate, but the infection grows. Heading to King Station now. Suppose I can just throw on something here. We'll just put on the Thorns of Agony just for the sake of it. For now. So now we're just going to drop down. And head over here for one more time. Because we picked up the key, the Tower of Love key. So head up. That was a close one. Rip. So drop down into this door. And we're going to use the love key. Alright, so now we're going to head up. And we're going to fight this psychopath, the Collector, who's been collecting all of our lovely grubs. And we're going to show them what's up. Alright? We're going to show these collectors who's boss. Who's top dog around here. Alright. I was wanting to double check really quick, or not double check, but just mention while we're on the subject. That body that I said rip at right before I went into this tower. That was Tizo. That was that NPC that we met around the world, and he's been killed from the after we did the Colosseum. He got killed and by a brooding Moloch. So just in case you guys were like, whose body was that? That was Tizo. All right. Now the collector is very simple. You just stand in front of him and wail on him, and he'll jump over you. So as long as you're about this far from him at all times, you're good. So I always stay about a foot away, basically. And then anytime an enemy drops from the ceiling, I just dash to it and I immediately kill it. Don't let this guy bully you, okay? Now this one you want to just go. You can also read his dialogue if you want. But I like to just play trampoline on him. Alright, we turn him into a puddle, and now we're good. Let's go let the grubs know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we get 3 grubs here. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got all 3 grubs there. That is lovely, lovely stuff. And more importantly, we have the collector's map, which we kind of don't need because you have me. But hey, it's something, right? This is a good way to know if you've missed one of the grubs. So whenever you open up the world map here, like that, you'll be able to see, just so, you see how like our dream gate is on the map, or that lifeblood cocoon, the little blue icon. You would see a grub. And so you can kind of scan your map and see if there's any grubs at all in the areas that we've been. And if there is, you can go backtrack and get those. But as you can see, we are being very thorough. It's like this is a walkthrough or something, like 100% completion or something. I don't know. But if you need it, that map helps tell you where the grubs are at. So very nice. And now we're almost done with this chapter. I mean, that's like what, the 3rd, 4th boss, something like that. So now I'm just dropping down. We're going to go all the way to the bottom. So go down. And you want to go to the right side, by the way. That is the side with the lever. And we can drop down. And this goes back to that like cut through from Kingdom's Edge to King Station. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go meet my ex-girlfriend again. Yay. This time we'll actually meet her. Lovely. I'm going to quickly hit this bench just really quick. Reset. Fill in the world there. As you can see, the Tower of Love on the far right has now been filled out. So that is the entire map for pretty much everywhere that we can go at this point. There's not anywhere left on the main map that we haven't explored that we're able to explore, which is kind of an exciting thing in and of itself. Gotta love the fact that we're strong now. So we're gonna go up, but not in the elevator. That's for losers. So welcome to my therapy session, everybody. This is how you deal with relationships, guys. For anyone that's going through a breakup or something, you know, or maybe it's been years, who knows? This is the proper way to handle that, okay? You come, you say hello, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I cheated on you, and something like that. It varies depending on it. Then you sit and you just kind of admire how the good parts of a relationship, right? You go, okay, we had some good times. And then when you're ready, you just delete her from your mind. Okay? It's just like that, guys. Welcome to therapy with Absoulem. That'll be $600. So yeah, speak to Marissa there and just let her sing. And feel free to chill out and listen to her. It is a cool song. And now we can head up even further. Should have been a leapfrog, you know what I mean? All right, we're heading to this right entrance now. Then let's go all the way across. Now that we've opened this up. I don't know about you, but the thing I love about walkthroughs is when everything kind of comes together and it all just like, it has its time and place. I don't know. I like that. Now, I think I might have to actually farm. I think it's 800 if I... Yeah, okay. Hang on. I'm just going to farm the 300 and I'll be right back. You have the relics too you could sell, by the way. Okay, that literally took all of about 2 seconds. I just went straight down. Like I went out and then take the first down path and then you can kill all those little jumping spiders, and I literally did one pass and I was done with the farming there. So it doesn't take very long. Funny to me that it came right after. I'm like, I love when things come together. Oh, I'm broke. Oh, never mind. So anyways, Trial of the Fool here. You can do this now or later. So I guess the two things I'll leave optional is the Grimm fight and this. You can wait until after next chapter and then do it after when you're waiting on, like I'm going to release the next chapter. And then when you're waiting on the next one after that, you could go and do Nightmare Grimm and do the Trial of the Fool if you want. Just because you will have one extra ability that might or might not make it easier for you. But in terms of strength, we're not getting any stronger, okay? So, now's the time to seize glory. So your soul would be there, just don't forget. Not that I have anything to lose at this point. I'm $80. So we'll rest here. We'll go sleep in the spa for a second. Now this trial is a lot longer, a lot more difficult. It is definitely the hard trial. It does give us a trophy when we're done, so there's that. Whoops. So, keep your head up. It's going to be okay. Trial of the Fool. Here we go. Oh, shit, I can't really go back. My loadout is... What do I have even? I didn't even look. Not the ideal loadout. You know what? I'm gonna die, reset, and I'll show you guys the right loadout. All right, so I got my loadout set up here. I just went and died, reset my soul, reset at the hot spring, and we're ready to go. So here is the loadout I'm gonna run for just a number of reasons. I'll call it out when we get there, but just trust me that this is a good loadout for this trial. So there's a number of ways you can go. There's a lot of people that recommend a lot of different things, but this I think is the best for getting out unscathed as much as possible. And I'm going to mainly call out the healing windows and, like, I guess some strategy, but for the most part, when to heal. Now, we don't have to take it too serious in the beginning here. It's not, like, dire. So just get your bearings straight. Now, in these phases, always go for the little flying bugs first, because they make it the more difficult section. And then if you want, you can heal and stuff. These guys are not very aggressive, as you can see. Okay, I'd like to get out of the corner. Now in this one, just get to the platform and then take out the flying bug. And then let the spikes do their job. Ow. Now you can probably heal in this section, but if not, for sure the next section will be a good healing spot. So you can kill one, and then this will give you infinite amount of time to heal. And then when you're ready, you can come over here. So this one, just come to the right here, or the left, either way, and just jump on the wall. Until the chaos is over. Oh, I thought you were going to go up. You don't have to be nearly as aggressive as I'm trying to be right now, but, you know. There we go. I just know I'm going to get the heals back. Under this platform is usually a good spot, by the way, to get heals off. All right, now this one I like to go to the third one and then just instantly try to target at least one of those things. Now the orange guys are your biggest priority, by the way. Those little bugs. Try to kill them as soon as you have the ability. Once you have it down to this guy, like you see how I need to heal, you can always kind of trick it by drop... Oh, well shit. Don't do that. But if you can go to the opposite side of the platforms, you'll be able to heal with plenty of time. It usually gets stuck most of the time. So, you know, just do that. And then once this next phase starts, go to the top. You have a little bit of time to heal, maybe like 2 lives. And then I like to go to the third one and just instantly target this guy. And then whatever else I can afterwards. Now this one, same thing as in the beginning. We go after the flying creature. Ow. Dude, can I react, game? Man. Did not give me much of a chance to even move there. Alright, now these guys are very simple. However, they are kind of annoying. And then this is a great window of opportunity to heal and or get your soul back. You can dream nail these guys if you time it right. See, and I can get my soul back. So, just something I wanted to point out there. Get your soul back, you can heal on the third one. The third one is the last one, so don't ruin it. As soon as you kill this guy, it starts the next phase. So, get your soul completely filled up. And then we can fight the soul warrior. Hey, buddy, that's not very nice. Alright, now this, get to the top as soon as you can, and then get to this guy. And I like to sit at the top here. But definitely target the electricity guys first. Otherwise, you'll have a whole world of pain. Oh my god, it won't let me move. Alright. One more. Try to heal as much as you can. Now this one, you want to take out the flying guy first, and then if you do that right, you can actually heal if you want. Just get him over to the edge like this, and he'll keep throwing the disc, and it breaks on the wall above you. Usually. Just saying usually, right? Okay. Dude, I really need you to stop being perfectly accurate. Now, as soon as you kill that one, go to the right or left, and you can get a couple heals off before the big guy comes in. Just don't be in the middle. I have nowhere to go, game. What do you want from me? Okay, now is where it's going to get much more difficult, but I've got you. Just start running into the left wall. If you need soul, you can dream nail these guys for soul, by the way. Just, I would do it on the first one, and then maybe this one if you have, or this one right here. And you can heal on this last one if you need to. It's not that easy to get the soul. If you have the charm that speeds up the soul, then great. Alright, but now we don't get to heal at all until the end. So what you want to do is come to the top here. and make the enemies come to you, but be aggressive. But if you stay at the top, then they'll have to come to you. So I just like to stay up here, just chill out. Now this one, it's fine. This is where that mark of pride really comes in handy. Try to heal as much as you can right here. This, you don't have to do too much. Just stand here and heal, and then dodge. Every now and again, you might get hit. But it's a good spot to get your soul back up. And now it's just the final stage, which is an all-out gauntlet of everything you've done. What? My man has range? I didn't know that. Okay, I literally haven't had a second. Alright, this guy's great for just getting heals off. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna go over here now. Thank you, buddy. I needed this. No, no, none of that. Okay? None of that. Hey, knock it off. That's enough of that. I need your soul, mister. Alright, you know what? You're dead. All right, let's go. What you got for me now? Oh, no. All right, now this one, we want to target the big guy, and the other guy will surrender. So, good luck. Watch out. Don't let him slam on you right away. Anytime he does the ball, you just go on the other side, and then you start pogoing. This is where Thorns of Agony is going to be your best friend. I go inside, and then I pogo, and you can dash to avoid the other guy. And it's not too hard. But the other guy will surrender immediately if you kill him. That way you don't have to fight both of them. Because this red ant has a lot more health. So he's going to go tell his story to the ant tribe, and we'll you know what happens in Silk Song. We should have killed him now, actually, is what I'm thinking. In hindsight, we should have killed him now. Go tell Carmelita what's up. I'll be back later with my sister. Okay. Think he's got the message. So there you go. That's a trophy of the Trial of the Fool. Completing that. That's 4 trophies in 1 chapter. Pretty cool stuff. Now you can always redo the trials if you want. You don't get any new rewards, but if you want to, you know, test your might, do it flawless or whatever, you can do that. Kind of like in Dirtmouth. With the other NPC that's like part of the DLC, the Zote, the Grey Prince Zote. It's not really required, but you know you can absolutely try to do something more difficult if you want, but it's not part of the requirements. But now you can see that we have completed like every area except for, you know, we still have a little bit of Queen's Gardens, and then we have where that final boss is. That's later, and then we are going to go into the abyss that's below. Here in the next chapter. So we still have a number of things to do, but we are definitely getting close to the end, and I'm going to leave off here at the bench, and we'll pick up in the next chapter. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.